Hey guys, welcome into another glorious day of Battlegrounds. Oh, for some reason, looks like there's a bit of a time delay. Oh, maybe we are good. Perfect. Alright. Should be all set. How is everyone's day going? It is Tuesday. Yesterday, I did miss out on streaming live for you guys. I had a birthday dinner to go to that I hadn't planned on, that morning or last week. Then it happened, so I ended up being a little busy in the real world. So, you gotta do what you gotta do. Alright, let's get right into it. Let's use Battlegrounds. Let's see what kind of crazy combos we can come up with. Last time we played, I believe we had the Elemental playthrough where we hit like almost 60,000 on the stats. So that was pretty insane. So we're just going to piggyback off that and hopefully get some crazy combos again. And I'm also going to open. I had ordered some Magic the Gathering cards. And I'm going to open those up and see what ones we got in the mail. Maybe. People have some crazy ways to package cards when they send them in the snail mail. I sent all my stuff in bubble mailers when I was selling cards, so it is pretty interesting how people do it. Also, apparently this is a real long queue. We're gonna have a queue that fails out right off the bat. Kind of looks like it. I'm gonna cancel. Let's do that again. I don't trust that one bit. That's why we don't trust it. Looks like it's already queuing us in. Alright, what card did we get? We got the Helm of the Host, which is a pretty freaking cool card. Factory line. Oh, this is gonna be delightful. Beasts, dragons, elementals, mechs, and Quillbore. And we got a Toki that we could use. Let's go with Toki. That'll give us access to tier 5 minions a turn early. At least a turn early. So we got this, let's see if you guys can see that. A little shiny. Helm of the Host. It is pretty sweet. You can make a duplicate of a creature that it is equipped to as a legendary equipment. Ooh, recruit a trainee. Let's see what we get. Oops, not what I meant to do. Pretty freaking solid there. Snapper and Hummingbird. Sharptooth Snapper would be pretty good to get early on. Factory lines at the end of every 2 turns, so definitely want to get that on the field for next turn. Did he not do anything? Did ETC quit? I think he quit. To do nothing on turn 1. It looks like he didn't have anything in his hand either. So let's grab that Snapper. Wow, Interpreter too. Not bad. How do I open this article of mail? Everybody's so creative, as they say. I'm gonna be creative about how I open this freaking mail.
You can turn this around.
Guys, you might see sheer upset disappointment live on stream. Ooh, beasts with Moonbacon Jazzer. Can we pull off the beast Death Rattle Blood Gem combo? And there are dragons, so we could do the Battlecry Blood Gem with permanent stat gain. Are there 2 cards in here? There are. Okay. So, I was sent a copy of a Plains, but it was in the same sleeve. Wow, I suck at this. Same sleeve, covering another card. The Village Bellringer. Got one more. What did we do to lose that round, and how? Alright, well, ETC had quit, and we're going against him again. So, let's go up a tier. I'm actually going to freeze that Moonbacon Jazzer. Because we'll get that triple, drop the Jazzer, and be able to get a tier 4 minion next turn. Might as well. It's a free win, right? I taped the edges of this card. Nice thing about people who sell cards is that I feel like they generally care they care about it, how it, turns out, how it's sent to you. It's kind of weird. Not weird in a bad way, weird in a good way. Like where you don't see people care about things a lot in life. I feel like gamers and card game players we're a unique breed of nice, especially to one another. Rylak with the Moonbacon Jazzer. Alright, let's do Temple Tavern. Kind of prefer... Alright, let's go with the Marquee Ticker. And we got a really cool copy of the Jolly Balloon Man. Looks like they sent us an extra card. Shambling Syeth. Syeth? That's a pretty cool card. My friend Chris would enjoy that. It is a black creature that's pretty good at coming back to life. We lost another round of these people. Okay. That's alright. Alright, time to get serious. We have the combo starting for Blood Gems. Souvenir stand. Let's go souvenir stand. Dark Gaze, Elder, and Silithid. The Streaming Thornweaver. Summon 2 of them. So let's do... Let's do Cord Puller. Get that Dreaming Thornweaver out just to start buffing our Blood Gems more. The attack as well. That's 2 minions right away. Rylak. obviously will die. Give us another Moonbacon. We're going to get another Rylak right now. And then we can put it on the side of both. I don't know. We're going for some Death Rattle, Rylak, Blood Gem combo. Jeez. Fireforged Evoker. That's 10. Alright, maybe Souvenir Stand was not the trinket to pick. Or maybe it was. ETC again. A good tactical choice. Persistent Poet. And the Gem Smuggler. So that is the other creature that I was looking for. Let's see. Freeze that for the Gem Smuggler and the probably all three of them next turn.
Don't tell the others. I'm rooting for you.
I guess Dreaming Thornweaver's not super useful there. But we get the free minion from the marquee ticker. Get rid of the ticker now. We need some more dragons to use. Factory Line can go off on Greenskeeper, but I think I'd rather it on the Rylak here. I don't know. We get a greater trinket next turn. So let's grab all three of these. And get rid of the marquee. Our blood gems by 1/1. Pokey Thornmantle. Do we sell off the Moonbacon Jazzer? And just put the Gem Smuggler down with a Pokey Thornmantle? That's 1 health. That's blood gems on all other minions. Yeah, let's do the blood gems on everything. That should work pretty well. Greenskeeper, that's going to trigger the Gem Smuggler. If they attack first, we'll get the Rylak, and we can get rid of Thornweaver for another dragon here in the next turn. Honestly, we'll have a second Greenskeeper. We can put third and move all that down a little bit. Rightmost Battlecry is going to be that Gem Smuggler. Perfect. And we win the round. Hey, look at that. We actually pulled off the beginning of the combo. Battlecry, blood gems. Definitely want an amalgam with those, but actually, let's go tier 5, do the refresh that way.
Better minions in here.
Ooh, Needling Crone as well. Alright, let's do the Needling Crone. Really need to, What? Why did that Greenskeeper not get the adjacent dragons keep your enchantments from combat? That Greenskeeper didn't get the enchantments from combat permanently. It was a 10-19 going into the last round, right? That counts as an enchantment, theoretically.
Good battle, friend.
What's going on? I would think that's considered a, Huh. I guess we're gonna find out. So, 40 attack. Why does it go back down to 19?
Keep up the pressure.
That's not keeping the... This dragon is not keeping the stat increase. That is very dumb. Okay, well, that's a thing. Let's go up a tier.
Now we are in business.
I'm gonna let the Greenskeeper get the upgrade, I guess. How does a battle cry? How does that not count as an enchantment from combat? Apparently this whole thing is screwed up. Apparently Greenskeeper triggering Gem Smuggler or Rylak triggering Gem Smuggler does not work with Persistent Poet unless they did an update where Persistent Poet sucks now. I'm not actually sure if they did an update that affected that today. I don't think so, right? No, there was no new patch today.
Keep up the momentum, friend.
No. No new patch today. So, yeah, that shouldn't have been affected in any way. I mean, we're gonna get like a ton of different stats, right? After 2 friendly minions attack, play a blood gem on all your cool bore.
The battle is really raging out there.
Well, that's another crone. Let's do that. Get another tier 6, maybe a crone. Arid Atrocity, that will maybe work. Greenskeeper's gonna be kind of useless, honestly. Persistent Poet doesn't work.
That'll do some damage.
Our blood gems are up to 511. ETC is not here, so I'm just gonna keep my hand where it is right now. Alright, so double jar of gems. If we can get the Quillbore with the double attack, that would be pretty good. Double death rattles wouldn't be bad with the Rylak for the gem. Or actually, double battle cries would be better, right? After this attacks trigger your rightmost battle cry twice. If we get a triple on Rylak, triple on Rylak, double death, or triple on Rylak, double battle cries, and a triple on the Needling Crone. That could be pretty big. I think we might get to go against this George the Fated in this next turn. Nope, we get to go against Holiday, and he did lose his last round. 3 little Quillbore. I mean, honestly, kind of just need the extra death rattles. Let's get not you. That's not great either. Alright, so let's do... something like this.
Wanna see the voodoo I do?
What are we doing? You're pathetic. What do you want? Blood gems are up to 612 right now. Factory line will triple on the 3 little Quillbore. That'll give us the 6 blood gems. And we got the jar of gems. This may work well. This may work terribly. We're gonna find out. All right. Oh, those are massive beetles. We barely lost. If we had just hit Bird Buddy, we'd have been fine. Rough. That was down to where the attacks went. Honestly, that is the most disappointing game I think I've ever seen, with the fact that the buff from Blood Gems apparently doesn't work on Battle Cry. Yeah, that's just... Apparently that interaction isn't permanent, despite it absolutely saying that it's permanent. So the one creature that we were hoping to start buffing, the dragons, didn't work for Rylak. Death Rattle to Battle Cry to... I don't know. The buffs weren't permanent. Lame. So, hey, thanks Blizzard for that one. at the start of each turn, get a random minion of your most common type. Unlocks on turn 2. Dragons, elementals, mechs, pirates, undeads. That could be pretty awesome for pirates. I feel like mechs might... Infinite Toki. Let's go Snake Eyes. I don't normally go Snake Eyes, but this is going to give us an early game advantage, and this could give us an early game advantage as well, especially if we can hit tier 2 on turn 1.
Hey, my favorite commander is back. Ready to get started?
6. That is freaking huge. We can go like that and grab the busker for some extra gold next turn as well. Let's get some pirates going. I actually think overall I'm going to want mechs, but the Celsi busker gives us that early game advantage.
Have a good battle, friend.
We're going to get another pirate, so we can actually sell her off this turn. Take 2 damage, not a big deal. Lucky roll is useless for the first half of the game now.
I've got some fresh recruits for you.
But that free pirate, Surfing Sylvar, drop that down, sell that, go tier 3.
Here's a gold for the trouble.
Turn 2, we are tier 3. That is insane. Next turn is going to cost 7. We'll have 5 gold. We could sell both minions and get tier 4. Or yeah, tier 4 on turn 3. Which, honestly, with pirates isn't a bad idea. I don't know what it's going to look like for the minion of the most common type that we get. Honestly, if we get... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what we're going to get for a pirate.
The battle is really raging
Patient
out
Scout, it's not bad. A Gold Grubber. Could do Enchanted Lasso and I have a 50-50 shot at them. Didn't get one. Damn. Alright, let's do Sand Swirler. And I'm actually gonna do it this way. Does set us back a little bit on this turn. Next turn we can go to tier 4 anyway, and plan our alignment. I think Elementals is definitely the way to go. Elementals will ramp the highest.
Have a good battle, friend.
No big deal. 5 damage was still cap. We could be dead by turn 6. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
We all need some buffs now and then.
Technical Elemental. We definitely make it to our Lesser Trinket. But after we get our Lesser Trinket, we could absolutely die. Three more turns till we get to roll the die again. 2 more turns till we get our trinket. And we'll get elementals for free each turn. And we're tier 4. He's also going elementals. He's also going elementals.
Don't tell the others. I'm rooting for you.
10 damage is capped. We take 7.
I've got some friends.
Mukla. Oh, Landlubber. That's exciting. Oh, Windfall Tornado. Let's see how well that works.
You can turn this around.
Alright, 9 more damage. We could very well be dead right now. We've got to go against the guy on a 2-round win streak. Fellemental, Battle Cry, and Death Rattle. Sell off one Landlubber. Sell off that Tortollan. Go with the Sand Swirler. The Bloom Grifter, huh?
Better laundered than squandered.
I'm not sure where else that's going to be enough, but our minions are a decent size. This is going to be the big. Well, we're alive. Barely. If we'd hit that mech, we were going to be out there. Yeah, we get the lucky roll. We got a triple on the Sand Swirler. So, maybe we'll get another big number. A 5. That is definitely the way we want to be going. Sand Swirler triple.
I like where you're going with
It's a
this.
decent sized minion now. Dancing Barnstormer, double buff the tavern where it is right now.
I like where you're going with this.
Another Sand Swirler. Let's get rid of that Deadly Swirl. Deadly Spore. Swirl, Spore, whatever. Glowing Cinder number 2. Another Sand Swirler. Wildfire. Let's do a taunt on the Barnstormer. Double Death Rattle.
That's what I would have picked.
kind of have to get the technical elemental. Honestly, probably could have. No. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Puts us in a decent spot. See, we were just kind of holding out on the strategy. Come on, hit this. No. We were like pushing the strategy back a little bit. It's all going according to plan. That 2 HP tells you all according to plan. Let's get rid of the gold sand swirler. Do that for the double battle cry. It's a lot of refreshes here. Windfall, that's awesome. Another windfall tornado. Alright. What are we gonna get? Another Felemental. Honestly, Meteorite Crasher's pretty solid too. Because those stats have gone up so much. 3870 right off the bat. Still Sand Swirler. Another Meteorite Crasher. Elemental. Goodness gracious. Alright, let's do buff there. I'm gonna play that and sell it. Grab that. Refresh. Play it, sell it. Grab that. Play it. Okay. That worked out pretty well. The meteorite crashes are pretty big. Oh my gosh. Now everybody's so far behind us, it's crazy. I need taunt on the glowing cinder. Maybe double death rattles would be better. Get an Arcane Behemoth. Jeez. I'm gonna do away with Bran. Grab the Wildfire. We'll sell that off. Tricky Trousers on this. So let's get rid of the taunt off the Behemoth. Put that first. 2 of those is awesome. And that works out really well. Put taunt on him. Both those in the field, and then we got that Dune Dweller and the... I'm gonna just keep that the way it is. That's massive. Get rid of taunt off the Behemoths so that we can sink any traps right into these guys. And we are at 2 HP, looking to steal first place now. It was all part of the plan. Oh yeah, we're so much bigger than they are. 2-2. Tiny. We got a 168, 310 Arcane Behemoth. +4, +13 every time we sell an elemental.
You're good at this.
Another Sand Swirler. Another Dune Dweller. I should just save that. You triple the Meteorite Crasher, that'd be cool. Spell Elemental Portrait's kind of useless now. I'd rather have the Glowing Cinder, buff up our Grease Fire buffs, buff up the Molten Rock, buff up Meteorite Crasher buffs. And then we can just use the other Battle Cries. But so far, we are on a 3-round win streak at 2 HP. So not doing too shabby. Dune Dweller will get buffed up when Glowing Cinder dies this turn. He's got dragons. I think I'm super worried. Yeah, crazy thing is, I feel like the last match with the Battle Cry Dragon to Rylak to causing the Battle Cries to not be permanent was just a super big fluke. One second, guys. I gotta call in some food.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
All right. Okie dokie. What are we doing? All right, we're gonna keep that Arcane Behemoth right there. That was dumb. I don't know why I bought Chef's Choice. Come on, give us an Elemental. There we go. Sand Swirler. That works. Every time we sell one, they get a ton of stats, so that worked out pretty well. 467, 1,028 on that Arcane Behemoth. It's going to go up a ton with Sand Swirler next turn. We got the Blazing Grease Fire, double end of round, +7, +17. Now it's going to be +8, +17, twice. And his field is nice and big, but it does not matter against our Arcane Behemoth. He's only got his stats up to +5, +5, so. I wonder if the Curator is still in it to win it. He is. And we're going against the dead guy. Let's go up to tier 5. We're going to roll the dice. And a 6 again. So we're also going to just go to tier 6. Landlubber. Sell that. Play another. Lost Staff of Hamul. I'm gonna hold off on selling this because it's gonna, the Glowing Cinder is gonna increase what the Meteorite Crasher gives us. I'd like to triple that Meteorite Crasher to free up a spot on the board. Molten Rock's not bad. Definitely not amazing. The ones in the tavern are almost just as strong, just because of the grease fire now. It does only one attack increase, though. Seven dragons. You know what? I'm gonna sell both of them and grab the lost staff. We'll use it next turn. Very minor attack gain on the meteorites. So I was thinking more for getting the buff on the arcane behemoth. It's gonna be impossible to kill for this guy. He's dead anyway, but. Why 2 Caligos though? Fire Scale Hoarder, that was a bad team overall. The Caligos was nice to the Bran, but terrible for a tavern spell end of round combo. Buff him up a little more. Elemental. This guy's got dragons and a curator sticker. Maybe we keep the genie on the field to sink and attack into. He's also got mechs. That is an odd combo that guy's got going on. Amplifying light spawn, not bad. Armor's useless. Maybe I do grab the light spawn for a turn. Can increase the health gain a little bit. Sand Swirler. Another buff to the tavern minions. And let's do Staff of Nourishment. It's kind of nice just latching on one technical elemental. Brought that from a base 4/5 to a 123/307. This is doing its job very slowly, but it is doing it. 718 on the meteorites.
I think you can win this thing.
Wow. Waste that venomous. At least the first venomous from it. That's dangerous though. He's just got a ton of one-shots. Okay. Perfect. He's gone. Don't have to worry about him anymore. That was probably one of the worst ones to go against. Curator's already gone. So he's out. Top 2. No, top 3. Alright, we're going against Silas. What's he got? Elementals as well. But he does not have an Arcane Behemoth. He does have 7 Elementals. We versed him a few turns ago. Yeah, we did. Alright, Dancing Barnstormer. Tricky Trousers. I'll grab it. $140, $344. Oh, that was dumb. Should have done that first. Buff up the minions in the tavern before I start just using them. Another Felemental. Blazing Greasefire is just better than Felemental. Even with nothing else, it's just better. It is kind of ironic that the single that I have is stronger than the double. By an exceptional amount, pretty much 50% stronger across the board. I'll leave it. Just let that refresh. Alright, Wildfire does a little AoE. I think we lose this to the Divine Shields, basically. We do. We lost to the Divine Shields. Smart. Mukula lost to the Dragon combo there. So, second place. Works for me. The guy that would have come in second instead lost as well. Never underestimate the dead guy. It's pretty good. She's going, it's going well so far. I still think that that first game with the Greenskeeper, Rylak, Battlecry, all that garbage to get the 11th hour, nasty. It's actually super good to proc early to get ahead. Not that you want to proc it early per se, but Reno Jackson, if we can get to tier 5 and get something really good early, this actually works out super well if we play our cards right. Reno Jackson, so he's got 16. That means we can take 5, 5, 5, 10, 10, and 10, and we're good for the first 6 full turns at max damage. I doubt we're gonna lose all 6 rounds, but we can push Tavern tier, get something at tier 5, and make it gold right away. Maybe do something like that. The ultimate rush comp, and Ominous Seer coin is an amazing way to do that. Means we can go to tier 2 next turn, tier 3 with the coin on the turn after, and then tier 4 by selling her on the 4th turn. So we'll be tier 4 turn 4, and then we can buy something hopefully good, make it gold right away. Maybe do it with like the Beatles, or even one of the cool boars. I don't know. Demons could be a thing too. No damage on round 1. Tier 2. So demons, if we were to go with the Tavern spell comp, we could get the tier 4 demon right away. Make it gold so we can start getting the Tavern spell to buff the Tavern. And then hit tier 5 and go with the Fellfire. We have the combo to make it happen early. And with the 11th hour, we have the health too. I mean, we have the health anyway. Reno's pretty good pick early game. Beasts. Yeah, we're gonna take a damage, 2 damage, 3 damage. We're gonna take 3 damage this turn. Oh. Not how I thought we were gonna take 3 damage, but
Welcome back. How's it going out there?
alright. Tier 3. Soul Rewinder. It's not bad early. Definitely not what we want, though. Can do I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna end up with. Whatever, like, the best tier 4 or tier 5, like, strategy type creature that we get, like one that actually starts the comp that we get, that'll be what we go with. Probably, unless it's undead. Could go with an overfill undead board if we get like a Catacomb Crasher as our first decent creature. Really? They're rushing tier as well. I'm all about it. They're rushing that tier 3.
Nice work out there. Keep up the pressure.
Let's sell that. Let's go tier 4. Next turn. There's no reason not to buy a couple tier 4s. We can't afford to upgrade the tavern anyway. What do we got? What do we got for options? Sorry, there's like this random article about Lindsay Lohan on MSN. Battlegrounds. I know, that's what everybody wants to hear about is Lindsay Lohan. Undeads, what do they have for tier 4? Not that I want to go undeads necessarily, but Mawcaster, Prosthetic Hand. Wow. Grave Narrator is a teammate thing. These options are kind of terrible. But I need something, so this is what we're going to go for. Next turn, we can go to tier 5. We took 7. Still haven't taken damage cap, which is kind of impressive to me. Alright. Undead are not what I want to go, though, despite having all undead on the field right now. All 2 of them. That was just a heavy undead refresh, but if the trinket's good enough, I guess we could try it. Yeah, we could get a... If we get a Catacomb Crasher right away, we could do Gonna Be Rich on him, make it a gold, and then use the Reborn combo to duplicate him. And do a massive overfill board, because it is still early. We're going on turn 5 right now. Or it is turn 5. We're going on turn 5 combat. Still have 11th hour. We're guaranteed to make it to our greater trinket.
You can turn this around.
What do you have? Alright, we're gonna take 10. Look at all his super strong, powerful minions.
Welcome back. How's it going out there?
Macaw Portrait. You know,
It is a joy to watch you work.
I don't know what I want from this. I kind of want the Reflective Pendant, but I feel like it's good for surviving right now. You know what? Let's do that. Get the triple. We get another copy of it anyway. Skeleton gives us a tier 5. That is not at all what I wanted.
Poison the well.
A little brick of love.
Well, let's see what happens. As long as it doesn't give us a copy of Skeleton. You know what? That's the only thing that I would not... I'd be so upset if we got a Skeleton. The other ones are all kind of fine. Skeleton's not. 5 damage. That's not bad.
Welcome back. How's it going out there?
Shiny. Me
Alright, that's another tier 5. It's another shot at the Catacomb Crasher.
Wait to see this shake out.
Another Ashen Corruptor. Oh my. We could change to demons, I guess. Disguised Grave Robber. You know what? Let's do that. Get a couple tier 6s out of it. Give us that. 2 copies. Tier 6. 2 tier 6s from that. Noizul. Hawkstrider Herald. Oh, you know what? I should have made Noizul golden. And we got a Titus Rivendare in the tavern. Was able to freeze it. That's permanent increase. That actually went really well for whatever reason, minus Noizul dying before these two, but we just gotta get Taunt on the 2 cadavers. If we can triple the Cadaver Caretaker right now. Which we do. That's another tier 6. Another Hawkstrider with a Titus Rivendare. Now we need to get the... Sinrunner Blanchy's pretty good, actually. For what we've got. If we do the overfill. Another Titus Rivendare.
You're down a minion and up a goal.
I don't cry.
Deathly Striker. Yeah, I don't care that much about it. It's gonna give us 3 copies. It'll buff just the 2 undeads, so the more we actually summon, the better. So I'm just gonna leave that as it is. Actually, let's get Titus on the field. We could get a triple on either of those 2.
Have a good battle, friend.
Apparently undeads is what we're going for. Was not my plan. Perfect. Get all 6 of the, well, 5 summons, which is gonna buff that Sinrunner Blanchy 5 more times. Noizul is putting in some work. Alright. I don't know about which one I'd rather, but... Noizul. Okay. Discover a tier 5 minion if we can get, which we don't. I was gonna say Caretaker Cadaver. I mean, yeah, the other one. The other one. If we got a Catacomb Crasher in that mix, it would have been crazy. So we just got extra gold every turn. It's not really important right now.
Go ahead and
2 Noizuls is kind of meh.
I got it secondhand.
That though. Until we get Catacomb Crasher, we're not really that far ahead, but at least we have Noizul buffing up the Sin Runner. That's kind of all I can ask for right now. Handless Forsaken's good, just to have for overfill later. Tier 6 with elementals. There are no tier 6 undeads outside of Noizul that I would have wanted, so I think I'm going to stay tier 5 for this game now. Hawkstrider Herald's probably one of the only tier 6s we would have really wanted to get for the overfill comp, and we will potentially get a gold one next turn. I believe we win this round. Chinvala was doing very well, and then we did 15. Atheist Dabs. All right. That's that is a choice name. Really, Noizul again.
better hire a recruit while
Is anybody else even going undeads? No one else. No, just kidding. Galewing's going undeads. I was like, no one else is going undeads, and yet we cannot find the Catacomb Crasher. But Galewing might have 15 of them. I don't know. That's really freaking lame. Mawcaster lets me discover an undead, so I think I will grab that next turn. We can use it on the Handless Forsaken, summon the minion reborn. That'll buff everything up a little bit more. Undead, 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 undead. And we get to discover. So we'll have a shot at the Catacomb Crasher again. It's kind of like absolutely necessary that we get that as quickly as possible. Noizul can go away once we get the Catacomb Crasher. Right now, it's just being used to buff Sin Runner to keep us alive. That was one of the worst portable factories ever. We still have 11th hour, so as it stands right now, it would take at least 3 turns to kill us. Cool Boar, 4/4 on his blood gems. Those are actually super tiny. The Needling Crone needs to die, but his 11th hour is about to proc. I think. It does. No. Alright, that's the Button's 11th hour. Her 11th hour. I don't know. Survived with 0. Another Sin Runner. That's cool. Alright, Mawcaster on her. See what we get. Not good. Sin Runner Blanchy triple. Let's get something that's not that. Wow. New Brock. Alright, let's drop Sin Runner. Buff. Triple. Maybe we can get the Hawkstrider triple here. Archlich. Okay. It's pretty much the last minion we needed for the whole combo. Guess we'll do that. It'll kill off Sin Runner, summon another one. Summon back the original. Just buff him up a little bit. We still don't have overfill comp, so yeah, we're gonna take a bit of damage here. Yikes. It's not good. It is not looking good for us yet. But most we can take is 15. One person out. There's the Hawkstrider triple, finally. So tier 6. Gross. Planar telescope, come on. No dice again. I'm not gonna see Catacomb crash this whole time.
Better hire a recruit while you can.
High T service. It's about time we get rid of the Noizul. So we can do Noizul. Get rid of the Blant Sin Runner, the new one. Acidic Hand. I mean, if it pops up, which it didn't, again.
I like that one either. Here's a gold for the trouble.
Yeah. Doesn't matter. That sucks. A really, really crappy reset. Resets. I'm probably gonna lose this. His ability popped last turn. No. They beat us. They beat him. Then beat us. And beat Going. I don't know, maybe those demons are like the strongest of all the stuff. He had triple end of round effects for Goldenizer though, so everything's going to be gold on his field when that procs the next time. And we got about as unlucky as you could with... How many turns has it been? Somebody let me know how many turns we've been refreshing for the same minion and not gotten it. Genuinely and unfortunately curious. Might have given us the top 4 right there though. No, there are still 7 of us. And we are going against the healthiest of all the people. Perfect. You can't even make this up. There's literally no choice but to just search for this. This Gale Wing better have the overfill comp, or this is going to be absolutely infuriating. Alright, last try. Use it on the Sin Runner. Wow. Every single try. We just refreshed the entire 11th hour. Had two, I don't know, probably 7 or 8 chances to discover an undead. Did not find it. Couple tries to get a tier 5. We found like 3 Sin Runners extra. We sold. And we've spent, let's see, what turn did we start refreshing? I'm curious. Okay, so let's zoom back a little bit here.
I think you can win this thing.
He has 1 Catacomb Crasher. So we are on combat 13. We have been refreshing since turn 7, trying to get the Catacomb Crasher. 6 full rounds of refreshing. And have almost done nothing but refreshing since turn 7. 6 full turns. Like we hit tier 6, or you know, we hit tier 5 rather, and then just immediately started searching for Catacomb Crusher. Sigh. Alright. I'm gonna do 1 more round tonight, guys. Then I believe dinner is probably gonna be here at some point in the middle of this whole thing. But we got 1 more round in us. Hopefully a lot better RNG than that last one. Actually, the first game we would have won if it worked the way that it should have. Apparently, Battlecry, Blood Gem, Dragon, Permanent does not work. But 3 little Quillbore, Death Rattle, Blood Gem, Dragon, Permanent does work. So, you know, if someone can figure out why that didn't work, I would. That's what these tests are for. This is failing to load us into a match. Well, while this fails, I'm going to grab a drink for this last round. Be right back, guys. Alright, apparently the game crashed, so that's exciting. Huh. Maybe that's the game telling us that we tried too hard. Or the RNG is being reset. We're gonna find out. Or the servers are dying. We're gonna find out. Oh.
Come in and join the fight against corruption.
All right, let's try this again. I want that little T-Rex, but I know I have to spend money to get it, so that is why we do not have the little T-Rex yet. 'Cause I don't feel like spending money on the game. I don't know if you can earn. I think you can, right? You can earn the extra rolls, right? The maybe you can't. I don't know. Overseer's Orb. That is an excellent one. Assuming we have an iota, just a speck of RNG. Ooh. Alright, guys. What do you want to see? Dino Tamer or Thorum? If you want to see Dino Tamer, type 2. If you want to see Thorum, type 3. Both are pretty solid options. And we can pick our minion type with Thorum, and then with the tier 7, and then just force it with the Overseer's Orb. Equally, double battle cry is pretty good. Demons, pirates, and undead all utilize it. You know, I'm thinking, let's go with Thorum. That's a good call. This kind of lets us pick whatever we want. Stitched Salvager. Demons, mechs, Naga, pirates, undead. We got Stitched Salvager. Or we can just go for the King variant, double tier 6. Moira's nice, but I think I'm gonna go with the King variant. Laureate, gold, and then pirates are a pretty solid choice. There's no one-shots. It's just going to be whoever can ramp. Well, Naga one-shots, but pretty limited. They went tier 2 right away.
Your minions really pulled their
Wow. They really want us to go for demons. Do we listen? And just go demons? Triple Wrathweaver in the tavern right now. You know? That's pretty good. I'm gonna listen. Let's freeze it. We can grab both those Wrathweavers next turn, get a tier 2 guaranteed, and we can try for the demon to reverse damage. And then once we start upgrading, we'll get demons. That'll be great.
You're good at this.
Alright. Wrathweaver.
It's good to get some minions.
Triple. Come on. Give us the demon. Give us the RNG that we did not have last game. You know what? Free dealing gambler is not the worst thing we've ever had. Next turn, we'll sell the free dealing gambler, go to tier 2, and I don't know if Wrathweaver counts for the demons. If you know the answer, let me know. We're gonna find out together. Either way, I'm gonna have to refresh for a demon. If this does not give us demons right away, we'll have to refresh for a demon. Take the 2 damage. Tier 3 already. Why would you push tier I don't know. Another Wrathweaver. Really? Undeads? Why did we... Is it just random? Well, that's sad. Alright, we got the Soul Rewinder. And a pointy arrow. Good enough. Next turn, we'll go up a tier. Probably. 6 cost. Wrathweaver's gonna ramp. Like, that's the best part about Wrathweaver is just how fast he ramps. 43 gold left to spend until we get Varian, and that's 2 tier 6s. Hopefully we can get the demons. What do we want for... I know we have the end of round absorb for demons at tier 6, but I feel like there's another one. Dream Inquisitor would actually be not a bad combo with the Wrathweaver.
Let's get some better minions.
Floating Watcher. I'm gonna freeze that Floating Watcher in the tavern. Do Floating Watcher, which obviously will trigger Wrathweaver, and then Felemental. And then probably Ominous Seer as well. Depends on what pops up here. But that'll be 2 gold. 2, 6, 9. We can do 1, play that, sell it, and then grab Ominous Seer. Depending on what the tavern spell is, we'll sell Ominous Seer to buy it. That'll put us at, what, 24 gold left? Somewhere in that ballpark? No, 20... Yeah, something like that. 20... It kind of depends, but maybe even 25.
You're doing great out there.
Look at that, Bartender Bob telling us we're doing great. What a guy. 5 damage, pretty minimal. First round we've lost. I knew that was gonna happen though.
Oh, it's okay. We all hit some bumps.
1 demon each turn costs health instead of gold to buy. What are the greater trinkets for demons? I don't really think I care that much about most of them. Not really. Yeah, not really. Let's go with the Pilgrim sticker. And I'm gonna go with Overconfident. We should be... I think we'll be fine. Can do tier 4 next turn, and we'll be able to buy at least 1 demon. We could get Malkazar, Imposing Percussionist in there. Webb, how is it going? Wow. Alright. That is a lot of Zesty Shaker. Holy crap.
Battle is really raging out there.
Good on him, I guess. Oh, 2 Bounding Fellstalkers. We can force a lot of damage on ourselves here. Let's do Hasty. I'm gonna buy both the Fellstalkers. Let's do We got a couple options here. Could sell. Max. He's done really well so far. I'm gonna do this. We're gonna grab this Tauren. And I'm gonna buff all the minions twice. I'm gonna do it twice. Fleeting. We're 16 gold away from getting Varian and 2 tier 6. Oh, excuse me. 2 tier 6 is guaranteed. Just chopped him down to size.
You're good at this.
I think we do that. Our first one we buy is free, so... Whoa, that's kind of a hard choice between these two. I'm gonna do both. No, we'll sell both the Fellstalkers.
A good tactical choice.
And a Fellfire Conjurer and an Imposing Percussionist in the tavern. So that's a lot of damage hits to ourselves. Actually, I think I'm gonna draw. This guy's in last right now for demons. I'm gonna go with the Overconfident. That way we get a double cast of it. If we win the round, we've got a lot of extra gold to work with. If we don't, it was a gamble. But a 48-48 and a 34-29. We got the Shadow Dancer. We leave the Tauren. That'll cast that twice.
Win this thing.
I think it's worth the risk. Absolutely. This guarantees we win the whole thing. Well, the whole round. And he's out. Didn't even get to see his greater trinket. It's kind of rough.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
Every fourth card you buy costs health instead of gold. Get 2 random demons at the start of each turn. Get 2 more. I think I'm gonna go with the gold, the colorful compass. Buy that Fellfire. Oh, you know what? Floating Watcher. Should have dropped that.
Now we're in business.
Okay, another Fellfire, another Imposing Percussionist. So let's double cast that. Drop that. See if we can get a different damage reversal. We do not yet. So I'm gonna grab the second Percussionist.
For the Alliance.
That's not great. Also not great. What in the world is up with this? Okay.
That'll do some damage. And you are precious.
All will dance to my
Keep up.
I'd rather have the 2 of them on the field with the 2 Fellfires than an extra Floating Watcher. Might kick me in the tail. Oh, this is the same guy we versed 3 turns ago. This freaking guy. Wow. Well, we need some demon absorbs, that's for sure. Luckily, damage cap's 15. We get 2 extra demons, and the pilgrim sticker allows us to buy 1 for free. And we lost the round. No. No. That works. Tier 6. Whenever you cast a tavern spell, deal 1 damage to your hero and give your demons 1/1. Famished Fellbat. We're going to do the absorb. Let's see if we can't get... I don't even remember what we're going for. I know something from tier 5. Corrupted Cupcakes is good. Perfect. Taunt on Shadow Dancer. It's working. Oh, overfill combo. Just big enough to win that. 5/5, that's an extra 10/10. We need, honestly, need a Titus as well. It's just shitty when you live in Iran. Fair enough. Sorry it took me so long to read that. People have been quite quiet today, so I was not prepped for it. I dropped Bran just for the double discover. Batty Terror Guard, and that is why. And you know what? Let's go with the Malkazar as well.
Go ahead and hire one of these recruits.
Elemental. Cross health instead. Alright, we're gonna do away with him finally. Boy. What are we doing? What are we doing here? Floating Watcher can go. Elemental. Mind Muck.
I didn't like that one either. Here's a gold for the trouble. You're down a minion and up a gold.
Alright, cool. We got double Fellfire Conjurer buffs to our spells. And get those two on the field now. We lose this round, but it's alright. Top 6. We are on the bottom half of the top 6 right now. Alright, opposing percussionist. We got another baddie terror guard. Maybe I do away with one famished fellbat. I've got to reverse the damage of... Oh, another Fellfire Conjure is huge. But I need the immediate buff. I mean, I'm gonna refresh once, see if there's anything worth buying. We're gonna put that all on Baddie Terror Guard. Wouldn't let me drop the Titus for the double tavern spells there. That's kind of crappy. I think we maybe win this round though. It's gonna depend on how this Groundbreaker strikes happens. We need those two to collide early. Alright, we win the round. It would have been really nice to get the double tavern spells with the Titus Rivendare, but honestly it would have been nice to slap Golden Touch and then grab him for a gold copy, but also did not happen. Oh yeah, the first one we buy costs health. That's painful.
That'll do some damage.
This area is off limits. This area is off limits.
You didn't make the cut.
Engines do tell tales.
Tavern spell. Tavern spell, double absorb again. I'm just gonna avoid buying any demons now. Can't really afford the health.
This area is off limits.
It's good to get some minions in play. That'll do some damage. Keep up the momentum, friend.
Alright. Honestly, Famished Fellbat's not super necessary for our field at this point, but we'll keep it. She's out. Hopefully they do kill Shadow Dancer. Our Fellfire Conjure is at 784. Come on. Perfect. That's 4 extra copies of our Tavern spell at 1717 for our Tavern. I think we turned a win around. There out. Comfy Coffin. Top 3.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
This is very much a not promising game. Oh, should have done the staff first. My bad.
That'll do some damage.
Demons. That is worth the 5 health. Tier 6, another famished Fellbat. Let's grab that shifting tide. We're gonna buff that up just to get the. Oh yeah, it's a single absorb now.
Arise, my champions.
I actually want the Shadow Dancer. I was thinking about the gold, but I'd rather have the Shadow Dancer. 2/2 extra again. Pirates, there's no way. Not a freaking chance that they were stronger than this. All their minions combined will kill our one creature we want to die. That is 6 copies of Staff of Enrichment. Now we've just got to go back and forth a couple times. Easy. Us versus Pirates in the last round. 7 Pirates. There's no way. There's no way they're going to be stronger than the Demons, right? Oh yeah, still single. Alright. Philip, what's going on, buddy?
That one might make all the difference.
Mind Muck. I'll take the 3 damage there.
Go ahead and hire one of these.
Pointy Arrow. All the minions in the tavern are almost 300, so let's buff our Shadow Dancer here. I'm gonna sell Titus. This is the last round we need to win. Let's do a Mind Muck. We'll do an Absorb for some of our bigger demons here. 2 tier 5s. Another Batty Terror Guard.
Up a goal.
You spoil us, game. Wow.
None can hide from the hunt.
You're doing great out there.
Well, we get Divine Shield on 2 of our big minions. Oh yeah. This guy was weaker than the last one. Well, he dropped our health on that super low, but it didn't even matter. There's no way that we're gonna get dropped in this one. Yeah. Easy at first place. Philip, you came in a little late to the stream. Guys, that is gonna be the last and probably best game of the night. Crazy turnaround demon match. We had some actually pretty big upset matches for the enemies, at least. Awesome for us, upsets for them. That's gonna be the last match of the night. Guys, I will be back tomorrow. If you're new in here, definitely consider hitting subscribe, liking, turn on your notifications so you guys know when we go live every day of the week for the most part. I'm thinking about tying on an Instagram or something to my stream so you guys know and I can post if I'm gonna be late or canceling. But we'll see how that works out. I will see you guys in the next one. Have a great night. Peace.